What's up, people? It's Devontae, man. Subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. We're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna break it down, people. I'm sorry, I just got to laugh because this is the biggest headlines I've seen in hip hop history. This is literally the biggest headlines I've ever seen in hip hop history. Biggest, the biggest headlines. Like I've never seen somebody spiral down like this over a beef. Like we've seen Ja Rule, but not Ja Rule wasn't like this. I can you? I've seen Jay Z do some like some loser stuff as well after he lost to Nas, but not like this, bro. Not like this. Literally the biggest loser mentality, loser shit I've ever seen in hip hop history. This is Drake is literally making himself look like the biggest loser. So let's break it down because for those who don't know, Drake is suing UMG and Spotify over the Not Like Us numbers. One of the biggest songs of the year, like probably the biggest song of the year. It is debatable. One of the biggest hip hop diss tracks of all time. Definitely. Definitely. No question. So he is he is suing UMG and Spotify for those numbers, right? Drake, are you serious? Like be honest with yourself. Are you really opening a can of your own can of worms? Because this is something that you've been doing for quite some time, right? Let's keep it honest, Drake. Let's keep it honest. And for everybody who was around for that, right? Remember when Scorpion dropped? What was Spotify full of? Drake, 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 Drake. We've seen it. I've got the screenshots, bro. We all got the screenshot. We've seen it before, bro. This is not something new, Drake. Like, let's keep it honest, man. This is you've been doing the same thing, and now all of a sudden you have a problem with it because you're on the receiving end of a battle. Like, cause let's say you win, and then everybody's gonna come for you. Like, all the artists are gonna come for you. Then they're gonna sue. They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna sue you probably, or they're gonna sue UMG as well or Spotify over something that you've been doing for years. And even then, like to do this, right? Like I have never seen anybody over a hip hop beef taking it to court. Like I cannot imagine Biggie suing Tupac over Hit 'Em Up. I cannot imagine Jay-Z taking Nas to court over Ether. I have like that's one of the biggest bitch made moves I've ever seen in hip hop history. In just hip hop beefs alone, that's probably the biggest bitch made moves I've ever seen. That's just low. You're basically putting yourself out there as a loser. Not only a loser, a sore loser. That is not hip hop. This reminds me of, and for all the football fans know what I'm talking about. This reminds me of when Ten Hag lost to Spurs a month ago, right? Got his ass whooped 3-0. And remember what he said? He said, no, I didn't lose. I didn't lose. Like, it kind of reminds me of like that. Like, or like when United lost to Arsenal like 2 years ago, right? So, oh yeah, that didn't count. Bro, what do you mean it didn't count? You lost still. It's in the record books. This is in the record books too. You lost, Drake. You lost. You could, and everybody's been saying you couldn't win. You couldn't win about it the right way. And that's just like shut your mouth. Know your role. Shut your mouth, and just come back next year and do what you always do. Because you're always gonna have your cuck fans anyway. You're gonna have your dick riders anyway. I don't think you have to worry about all that, Drake. Let's be honest. You didn't have to worry about all that. But instead, this is the way you want to go out. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. I'm sorry. Like Carmen said, I'm seeing the bitch in you, and that's what you're doing. You cannot like suppress like this. this fragility that you are having inside of you. Like you can just not go about your way. Now you go on XQC stream. I don't even know who that is. I think it's some like a gambling streamer or something. You go on his stream, right? And then you go at Steve Lacy of all people. I was like, this guy is like calling Steve Lacy his fragile art. But like, for what? What did he do? Ever since that whole beef, man, it's like because finally you met your equal. Like you got away with the Pusha T beef, right? Even though that like stung a little, you still got away with it because Pusha is not big as Kendrick. You got away with the Joe Budden beef, even though like because I was listening to all the Joe Budden tracks. Joe Budden was saying the same things that people have been saying for years. You got away with the Joe Budden beef because everybody don't because a lot of people don't like Joe Budden. You got away with the Common beef because Common is he's a legend, but people not really looking out for Common die like anyway. Except unless you're like a real hip hop head. But now you met your equal with Kendrick Lamar. And Kendrick is a very detailed artist, detailed lyricist. That's why he won the battle because he's detailed. He's strategic. And Drake is not that detailed as an artist. And it shows why he's like has to leech on different sounds and different cultures, right? The UK thing, the reggaeton thing, the Jamaican thing. It's you know it's been like that for years, right? But like, and to be honest, like Drake, I don't even think Drake was that bad in the beef anyway. I like Family Matters. Family Matters was dope. I even thought Push Ups had a bounce too. I thought Push Ups was nice. I was thinking about okay, Drake is gonna win because I just know Kendrick is a different pedigree. But I thought like for a moment those tracks, right, Push Ups and Taylor Me, I thought it was that was nice. That was solid. So those were solid tracks. Until like Kendrick dropped Euphoria, and then I already knew what time it was. It was like okay, yeah, it's over, and it's okay, bro. It's okay. That's hip hop, bro. And for you to go out like a Karen, to go out like it just shows that you are not embedded in this culture, this hip hop culture. People have taken losses before and still like have like their legacy intact. Like some people say Cannabis won against LL Cool J. Don't we consider LL Cool J one of the greatest rappers of all time? Not even that, one of the greatest artists of all time. He's in my top five. LL Cool J, by the way. Yeah. Like some people say Cannabis won against LL. Like so, I'm saying some people like Ice Cube lost against Common. People still love Ice Cube. People still think Ice Cube is a legend. And Common a legend too. So what? So just because you took a loss, all of a sudden your pride and ego shattered and you're going out like a bitch. Like I could never imagine like some of the people that I name. I could never imagine doing this, man. Imagine Ice Cube, like taking Common to court over the bitching you, man. Like, can you imagine that? Like for and this no man. This is unforgivable, especially for the people that hold hip hop close to their heart, that understand the culture, that love the culture. This is like that is unforgivable to do something like that because it's what what are you gaining from this first of all, and also like I'm let's go down to the details about like some of the stuff that I read, right? Like talk about okay, Drake wanted a bigger deal or something, and Universal didn't grant him a bigger deal or something, and then like out of spite they bottled up the numbers or something. I feel like that's a crock of shit anyway. First of all, Not Like Us is just one of the biggest songs of the year, and I feel like if that wasn't the case, right, then we probably wouldn't have gotten to the point where Drake is like spiraling completely out of control, like out of control. Like he's basically out of control because also if you look if you think about it, right? Yeah, he released songs after the beef, and none of them stayed. I don't think he would have went that route if one of those songs like No Face or the Spanish song that he had, whatever. If one of those songs were doing the numbers that Drake always does, I guarantee he wouldn't have went this route. Kendrick beat him in his own game, and he cannot take it. That's loser material, bro. That's this guy is just like he's the hip hop Karen. That's what he is. He's the hip hop Karen, bro. And it's pathetic and it's unforgivable. And I don't think Drake will like. He is really shooting himself in the foot. He's like Arsenal. He's shooting himself in the foot. Like they love to do that. Like shoot themselves in the foot, making it harder for themselves. Like this is what he's digging his own grave at this point. Kendrick don't even have to do anything. Kendrick just goes about his business, and he just like digging his own grave. I think he saw the Squabble Up video, and then he just like spiraled out of control. He was like Mr. Krabs, right? Stop it! Stop it! Like he just had enough. He was just like in his room, just going absolutely crazy. Like he, it's just a fun. It's funny, but at the same time, it's sad, man. Like Meek Mill, you won. I think everybody that now has to apologize to Meek Mill for all that, right? Meek Mill, you won. Back to back don't even mean anything anymore at this point. It's like Meek Mill, you won. It's sad, but that's all I gotta say, man. Like, so with that being said, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Also subscribe to my second channel, Kick Up. It's new, so I don't remember the name. Kick Ups and Hoops. I'm going to be talking about a lot of football and basketball related content on that channel. Starting with tonight, I'm going to review the Arsenal game against Sporting Lisbon. Definitely looking forward to that game. It's going to be a tough game. Sporting and on fire, and Arsenal, they haven't been doing great so far. They won 3-0 against Forest, but which was like an easy game for Arsenal. Forest was enough for the game, but we'll see how that goes tonight. And then Thursday, gonna review the Ajax game against Sociedad, away game for Ajax. Another tough game as well. Sociedad's tough, it's always a tough game out at San Sebastian for any team. Like Barca, I think Barca lost against them 1-0 a few weeks ago. Yeah, so tough game, but yeah, there's gonna be what's coming up on that channel so far. So if y'all can subscribe to that, the link is in the description. So yeah, man, that's what's gonna be for that channel, Kick Ups and Hoops. Remember that, and subscribe to this channel as well, Devontae, where we're gonna like do all the music stuff and the lyrical breakdowns. It's gonna be all on here, man. Drake, you suck. Peace.